Hello, Nikki from Motor For You. Today we have a Peugeot 2008. This is finished in Fusion Orange. This is a GT line. On this car we have park distance to the front. You can see the sensors just coming around the front bumper along there. If we then come around to the side, we can see this car comes on 18-inch diamond cut alloy wheels. If we then start to make our way round the rest of the car, past the B pillar we have privacy glass, and as we come round to the back we can see just along this rear bumper here that we have rear park distance. If we then open up the boot, in the boot we have the charging cable bag, as this car is a fully electric car. Once inside the car you can see that we have electric windows all around with the window lock button just below. We also get electric folding mirrors on this car. We have a multifunctional steering wheel with the volume voice control on the left hand side, and your scroll here correlates to the screen just up there. And then on the right hand side you have your list button, source button, telephone, and then this scroll correlates to this screen just here. So that's your skipping of stations or tracks. We have automatic wipers and automatic lights on this car, as we can slightly see just there. If we then look to the centre console, we have an armrest which we can lift open, and there is a storage compartment. We have two cup holders, which is where I currently have the key, as this car has got keyless start. You can also change your driving modes just there. We then have a storage cubby here with a 12-volt socket. If we pop this open, we have a wireless phone charging mat just in there. We also have a USB-C and a USB charging point just next to there as well. We then have some buttons here which correlate to the climate control. We then have heated seats for the front passenger and the driver. They get 3 different heat options of high, medium and low, and you can tell what they are by the lights that are selected. And then the touch buttons just here correlate to the screen. On this car we do get a, when it wants to, has a reversing camera, as you can see just there. We get guidelines and that'll give you a rough idea as to where the car will go. We also have a 360-degree camera, which if I was to move the car backwards it would then scan what's around me, and then the lines there will then show what is around. If we then go back to here, on this car we get sat nav. This is what the map looks like. We then have your map options just in the bottom corner there, so you can show stations, car parks, change your map colour and point of interest. We then have the media app. So here we have the radio, we have DAB and FM for the bands. If we go to sources, we have radio, Bluetooth, USB and iPod. We then, under options, have your radio stations, music files, photos, and then also your audio settings are just there as well. For this car you adjust the climate through the screen. On the left is fan speed, temperature, and then where the airflow comes from. We then have your car settings. So here we have your driving functions, including your park sensors, traction control and automatic headlamp dipping. We then have vehicle settings. So under here we have your parking settings of rear wiper and reverse, blocking of door mirror folding. We have your comfort, so door unlocking and mood lighting. On this car we do get to change the colour, and as we can see we get 8 different colourways just at the bottom there. We then have your headlights, so we have guide me home lighting, welcome lighting, and then also directional headlamps. And then we have your safety just there, so your active safety brake, speed recommendation, driver attention warning and speed sign recognition. With this car you can connect your phone to it, then you'll be able to make and receive calls through the car, but this is only accessible when you have a phone connected. On this car we do also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which again is only accessible when you have a phone connected to the car. And then we have your electric vehicle app, so you can check your flow as well as the statistics of the car, and then you can also plan a charge for the car just there as well. If we then have a look at the seats, here we have the driver's side seat, which is part leather, part cloth. We can then come round to the back. We have 3 seats in the back. They have Isofix just along the bottom there, and we also have 2 charging points in the back there for the rear passengers. If you have any questions or queries on this car, please contact us at Motor For You. Alternatively, you can give us a call on 01580 879 666.